Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. This is Alamin, lecturer of English, Syed Ahmed College. Today, I am in front of you to deliver a lecture on Duchess of Malfi for the student of Honours third year. Duchess of Malfi is a drama. It is one kind of tragedy also. So, I would like to discuss with you about this matter at first. Then, after discussing the background, then I will go to the text. In the drama, we can see that the Duchess of Malfi, this is the name of the drama. The Duchess of Malfi is a well-known revenge tragedy written by John Webster. That means the writer of this drama is John Webster, and the name The Duchess of Malfi is a well-known revenge tragedy. This is the fact. Revenge tragedy. What is revenge tragedy and what is tragedy? Revenge, that means taking some action against some other ones who has made a harmful act on me. I will take some action against him. This is the revenge. In this tragedy is a most important thing, and we as a student of English literature, we know the definition of tragedy. So I do not want to discuss with you about tragedy. Just to remind you, I would like to say about it that the tragedy is a form of drama. The tragedy is a form of drama which stages the fall of a superior human being from the zenith of his success to the nadir of misery for some inherent defects in his character. A king or anyone else, like a man who is in a superior position, but some inherent defect in his character will fall him to the nadir of his misery. From the benefit, from the high position, he will go to the nadir of his misery for his some trivial mistakes. For some trivial mistakes, he will go to the nadir of his success. This is the main theme of the tragedy, and you will get the definition of tragedy by Aristotle. If you go through the books of Aristotle, then you will learn it very clearly. However, written by John Webster. John Webster is a writer. He is a Jacobean writer. He is a Jacobean writer. Jacobean period. He lived in the Jacobean period. The life duration of John Webster is 1580 to 1634. This is the life duration of John Webster. Basically, he is famous for tragedy. This is another point, that John Webster is basically famous for his tragedy. Major works, White Devil, which was published in 1612, and the second one, The Duchess of Malfi, the drama which we will discuss with you. This is the Duchess of Malfi, and that was published in 1614. After 2 years, after publishing the White Devil, 2 years later, he wrote The Duchess of Malfi. Time of composition. The Duchess of Malfi was composed in 1613 to 14. 1630 to 14. These 2 years has been taken by the famous writer John Webster to compose the tragedy Duchess of Malfi, and published in 1623. After writing in 1614, after 9 years, 1623, he published his drama. Then I have to give you some more information about the Duchess of Malfi, such as the Jinar Dhoron. Jinar. What is the Jinar? What is the type of the tragedy? Revenge tragedy. Revenge tragedy. Then setting. This is the most important thing. Setting where the drama is staged. This is called setting. Then we have to say Malfi, then Rome, then Milan, and else where in Italy. These are the settings of the drama. These are the settings. These are the main thing, or the main background of the drama. So now I would like to discuss with you about the characteristics. Then very briefly, I would like to discuss about it. The Duchess is the main protagonist of the drama Duchess. Duchess falls in love with her steward Antonio, manager of Malfi Palace. Malfi. Antonio was the steward or manager of Duchess, and somehow for Antonio's good characters, good personality, Duchess liked him and wanted to marry him. But Duchess has 2 brothers, Ferdinand and Cardinal. They do not want that Duchess will remarry, because Duchess already got a lot of wealth from his previous husband, as she is widow at this moment. So she has a lot of wealth with her, and if she do not remarry or marry again, her all property will go to his 2 brothers' pocket. For this reason, they are not willing to getting her marry again. And Botola confessed to them and agreed to them agreed to them that she will not remarry. After all, when his two brothers will go to Rome, the situation is in Malfi's palace. When they will go to the Rome, then the recruit spy Bozola. Bozola is a spy in this drama. They recruited Bozola to spy on her, whether she marry, or do something which will be very dangerous, which will be harmful for their brothers, for her brothers. So they recruit Bozola, and Bozola tries to understand the matter whether Daces is married or not. In this section, we can see that when Bozola suspects that Daces is in relationship with someone in this palace, then Bozola, the spy, wanted to test Daces by giving her apricots, one kind of fruits. If any pregnant women eat this fruit, then she will get pain and she will feel discomfort with her, and she will be immersed in such a way that she will be understood that she is a pregnant woman. And by this way, the drama is going on. So I think that if I discuss with you about the characteristics of this drama, then the matter will be very clear to you. So I would like to discuss about the characters of the drama. The main characters of the drama is Antonio Bologna. Antonio returned from France. Antonio was working in France, full of scorn from the Italian courtiers, whom he sees as more corrupt than the French. He never seen such a corrupted thing that he already seen in France. Antonio is the steward of the Duchess of Malfi's palace. Malfi is a palace, and in this palace, Malfi's palace, Duchess was a manager. His honesty, his good judgment, his good personality of characters, good judgments of characters are traits well known to the other characters. All the person of this palace know that Antonio possesses good personality, good characters, good wisdom, good judgment. He possesses good judgment. He accepts the Duchess' proposal. Duchess proposed him to marry her. He accepts this proposal because of her disposition rather than her beauty. Her social position, not for her beauty. He married her. Her marrying beneath her status is a problem. Her marrying beneath her status, though Duchess is a high status woman, for this reason it is a problem for Antonio. However, and their marriage has to remain secret, as Bozola is working as a spy and he will pass the information to his two brothers, Antonio, Ferdinand and Ferdinand. Then they will make a turmoil in her life. For this reason, both of them decided that their marriage will keep secret, so they can lead a happy life. And Antonio shares neither her title or money. Antonio never take any help, financial help, or her status. Her status is a high status in the society, but he did not share neither status nor her wealth. Delio. Delio is another character. Delio is a courtier. He is a courtier who tries to woo Julia. Julia is a woman. In the next part, we will discuss with her about her. Julia, based on Metro Bendral's self-depiction under this name, his purpose is to be the sounding board of his friend Antonio. He is a friend of Antonio. He is a friend of Antonio, and he wants to give him support because he asks so many pertinent questions. He serves as a source of important information to the audience. He serves the important information. If he get any important information, he will give it to the Antonio. This is his main works, and is privy to the secrets of Antonio's marriage and children. And he, in the last part of the drama, he also know the secrecy of Antonio, her wife, and her children. This is known to her also. Then Bozola, which is the villain character in this drama, a former servant of Cardinal. In the previous period, he was working as the servant of Cardinal. Cardinal is the brother of Daces. Now returned from the sentence of the galleys for murder. He was sentenced for murder of Gallio. Now he is returned from there, publicly rejected by his previous employer of Cardinal, and Cardinal rejected him. Cardinal did not want to accept him for the next time, so he rejected him. He is sent by Ferdinand to spy on the Duchess for her professor house. But Ferdinand thought that Bozola would be the suitable person to spy on her sister, Duchess, whether she marries or not. It is to be spied by Ferdinand and also Cardinal. Ferdinand hopes to keep her away from marriage because Ferdinand's wishes is to keep Duchess away from remarriage. Bozola is involved in the murder of Duchess. In the last part of the novel drama, we can see that Bozola is totally involved in the murder of Duchess, her children, not only Duchess, her children, Cariola, Antonio, and Cardinal. All of them are killed by the Bozola, Ferdinand, and the servant. Witnessing the nobility of Duchess, and Antonio facing their death. When he saw the death of the Duchess, Antonio, and he finally feels guilty. After killing all of them, when all are killed, he feels guilty because he is not the real villain. Ferdinand and Cardinal, these are the main characters of the villain characters. They wanted to kill Antonio and Duchess, and Bozola was seduced. Bozola was inspired by them and killed all the persons and seeks to avenge them. When all the killings are finished, then he feels guilty and wanted to seek avenge, that he will take revenge. This change of heart makes him the play's most complex character. This is the most complex situation, complex character of his characters, and complex situation of his character that Till this moment he worked for them, and now he is opposite to them, and he is now wanted to kill them because they made many many sinful act which was caused by them. Malcontent and cynic, he makes numerous critical comments on the nature of Renaissance society. In this novel, in this drama we can see that Bozola comments many things to the Renaissance society which was going on. He criticizes something about about the contemporary happenings, and he criticizes about them. Then Cardinal. We know Cardinal is a brother of Daces. Cardinal, the brother to the Daces and Ferdinand. Ferdinand and Cardinal are two brothers. We are now discussing about Cardinal. A corrupt, I see, Cardinal of the Roman Catholic Church. He is a corrupted person. Ferdinand is totally or basically a corrupted person in Catholic Roman Church, who keeps a mistress with him. He has arranged a spy. Cardinal is a person who arranged a spy upon his sister. All this on the quiet, however, having the others ignorant of his plotting. Of course, love, of remorse, love, loyalty, even greed, he knows nothing. He seems to be know nothing, but he is the main plotter. He is the main conspirator of this work. He made all the arrangements to spy on Bozola and do something which will go in favor of Bozola and which will go in favor of Daces and Antonio. These are the main characteristics of Cardinal. Then Daces. Daces is a character, we have to know it at first. Now, the protagonist. Daces is the main protagonist of the drama, sister to Ferdinand and Cardinal. She is the sister of Ferdinand and Cardinal. At the beginning, she is a widow whose brothers takes very precaution to keep her away from marriage. As she is a widow and she possesses a lot of wealth, for this reason her brothers wanted that she should not get married again. If he get married again, all the wealth will go out of their capability, out of their hands. For this reason, they want that she should not remarry. At the beginning, she is a widow whose brothers take though later she marries secretly Antonio. Though in the later part, though she marries Antonio very secretly due to the marriage. For this reason of marriage, as they married, and for this reason her brothers arranged to have her strangled. As she is married, for this reason her brothers wanted to strangle him, finish him. She is described as having a sweet countenance and noble virtue. Her brothers and she, there are something difference between two characters. His brothers are very rough, ill-tempered, and they possess always some ill treatment in them. On the contrary, Duchess is not like that. Duchess is very simple. Duchess is very moderate, very honest, and she has a social position in her. She is something different from his brothers, unlike her brothers. She is also witty and clever. Duchess is also witty and clever, helping her keep up with her brother's banter and has a tenderness and warmth which they lack. She made some plan from which he will get some opportunity to get married again. She has three children. After marrying Antonio, she has three children, two sons and a daughter by Antonio. These are the products of Antonio. This is an inconsistency surround earlier children by the deceased husband put down to careless mistakes by Webster. This is a simple mistake which has been taken place by John Webster based on Giovanna Degrodon, Duchess of Malfi. Cariola. Cariola is another character, another important character. Duchess's waiting woman. She is involved in service of Duchess Cariola, privy to her secret, and she is the witness of her marriage with Antonio. She witnesses the Duchess' wedding and delivers her children, and she helps in every part of her work. She helps Duchess to get any benefit. She dies tragically by strangling following the murder of the Duchess and the youngest children. With the Duchess and her young children, Cariola, the servant of the Duchess, also killed by Bozola. Julia, Miletiades, these are another character. I don't like to go there. So now I would like to go to the drama. Now I will discuss about it with you. I will discuss from the Act 1. From the Act 1. Act 1, Scene 1. The Duchess Palace in Malfi. The Duchess Palace. The scenery has been taken from the Duchess Palace in Malfi. Antonio and Delio. Antonio is Delio's friend. Delio is Antonio's friend, and they are discussing the farmers' return from France. As Antonio was working in France, they came to the Italy, the Malfi Palace. So they are discussing about the French courtiers and discussing how the French king runs his court. How the French king runs his court. Antonio discussing it with his friend Delio, comparing it to an easily poisoned fountain. Antonio compares it to an easily poison fountain. It is like a poison fountain which slopes slowly. They are interrupted by the entry of Bozola. But at that time when they were discussing, Bozola entered to the palace or room. They are interrupted. They stopped their talking. And Cardinal, not only Bozola and Cardinal entered to the room. Antonio and Delio hold their conversation. They stopped their talking. They were not talking after they are entering to this palace or room. Stepping to the background to watch, Bozola angrily tries to gain the Cardinal's pardon, and Bozola wanted to get the pardon of cardinals because he had already made some mistakes, such as he was sentenced for the murder of Grovery. Speaking of the time he has spent the Gallus in penal servitude, as he was the murderer of Gallus. For this reason, now he want to seek pardon from him, and in the service of cardinal. Now he want to serve as the cardinal's service. Bozola declares that he is surely done with service. That Bozola declares that he will do his service, he will not do anything more or less from the command of Cardinal and Ferdinand. But the Cardinal is not interested in Bozola's new merit and takes his leave. As he knew him that he has got sentence. After finishing his sentence, he come here. For this reason, he does not like him to recruit him as new service, and he leave him. Bozola compares himself to Tantalus, never able to acquire the thing he most desires, like an injured soldier who can only depend on his crutch for support of any kind. Then Bozola given an explanation, gave an example that he is such a soldier, he is like a soldier at that moment in the battlefield who will not get any help from the others. He is now in such a position that he will also not get any support or assistance from any other one. When he leaves, Bozola also leaves the place. Antonio and Galileo comment on his past offense. He has done many sinful acts, and they are now discussing about this, Antonio and Bozola, and how he will surely come to no good if he skipped neglect. তাকে যদি অবজ্ঞা করে রাখা হয়ে থাকে, then no problem will come to them. If they neglect them, no problem, no danger or no anything harmful thing will take place. Ferdinand comes into the palace, taking to his courtiers about a tournament that Antonio has just won. Ferdinand comes to the palace. Ferdinand entered into the palace with the courtiers about the tournament that Antonio has just won. Antonio has got some news, and for depending on the news, he came to the palace. When the Cardinal, Duchess and Cariola entered to speak with Ferdinand, all of them went to the Duchess's room to speak with her. Antonio and Delio have a moment to themselves to discuss their Cardinal's character. Now they are discussing about the character of the Cardinal. Duchess and Cariola entered to speak with Ferdinand. He is found to be very dishonest. Cardinal is a very dishonest person, disagreeable person, as his brother. Ferdinand only their sister. The Duchess earns the personal approval of everyone. On the contrary, Duchess is a woman who has achieved the approve of everyone, that she is a good judge woman. She possesses or she has a great personality. It is approved by everyone of the court. A very pleasant and gracious woman. Duchess. About Duchess, the word has been spoken that she is a very pleasant and gracious woman. After the two gentlemen lives, when both of them leave, Ferdinand petitions his sister to make Bozula the manager of her horse. Ferdinand Ferdinand requests to his sister Duchess that Bozula is a service who will serve for the horse, and he will be appointed as a manager for the post. When everyone else left, all of them when left, Ferdinand and Cardinal reveal that it is because Bozula is to spy on their sister. Ferdinand and Cardinal reveal that it is necessary for them that Bozula will serve on them as a spy, which will be very necessary for them at this moment. When Bozula is brought in and made aware of this plan, when Bozula informed her brothers that they are making a plan or something has taken place, he at first refuses, but untimely is given no choice. First time Bozula refuses to work as the manager of horse, but in the end of the time he gave no choice to them. Oh, whether you give any work, I will do, no problem. The Cardinal and Ferdinand then returned to their attention to their sisters. The Cardinal and Ferdinand, they went to the main thing which they wanted. They went there. Having Cariola, the Duchesses going so far, threatened with the death. At this time, Ferdinand and Cardinal requested her sister Duchess not to remarry and threatened him, if you marry, we will kill you, we will destroy you, your life will be destroyed. She refuses to be bullied, and once her brothers are out of sight, she proposes Antonio. When his brother is out of this room, he proposes Antonio, his manager, by giving him her wedding ring. By giving him wedding ring, Antonio is proposed by the Duchess to marry her. Having Cariola, the Duchess is made as their witness, and Cariola was the witness of the marriage. This private ceremony is legally binding, and the Duchess and Antonio becomes husbands and wife. In Act 1, we can see that Duchess and Antonio is now their husband and wife, and their marriage is completely done, and this was done in a secret way. Today, I discussed the background and the Act 1 of the drama, The Duchess of Malfi. In the next class, inshallah, we will discuss from Act 2 to Act 5, and by this way we will end the discussion of the drama The Duchess of Malfi.